hit show, man. We got
Krayzie Bone, of course.
Krayzie Bone
Bone.
in the house. We a house, Ohio Don, man. How you doing? How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay out the way, man. Stay safe. It's crazy out here right now. For real.
Yeah,
it's crazy coming from Krayzie. Now you know it's crazy when Krayzie Bone say it's crazy.
Yeah, got to be crazy. Crazy.
Real tough.
It's crazy. Man, you got a lot going on, man. Y'all hot right now. Y'all been hot. Y'all been hot forever, man. How you feeling right now with all the fanfare and the interviews and everything going on? How you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. You know, I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's just another day at work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you definitely are seasoned, so I can understand that. I mean, being a Grammy winner and being also a member of Bone Thugs and Harmony. I mean, I understand exactly where you're coming from. So, I'm going to jump into my first question because I want to know, was it a challenge to enter the music industry? And was it even more of a challenge coming from Ohio?
Man, that definitely in the era we was trying to get into the music industry, you know, because it wasn't no internet. It wasn't, you know, you could just walk up into the radio station talk about listen to my demo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was like you had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you know
it's crazy you said that because I mean y'all was viral before viral was viral. Like y'all was going viral when viral wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, man, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like it was a little harder for us, man, because it was, you know, we actually had to get out and search for talent shows and keep our ear to the streets and try to find out, you know, whatever music function was jumping off that we could be heard, especially in Ohio and Cleveland, where the music scene was very, very small. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we did what we could in Cleveland until we realized that we, you know, after we put out our local album Faces of Death, after it did what it did in the region of Ohio, you like when we saw how fast it took off, we knew that we had to leave Cleveland if we wanted to go further in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So that's when we made the move to LA.
That's dope.
That's dope. And you know what? It's crazy that you said that about connections, because I was gonna ask you, what role do you feel like making the right connections? What role do you feel like that played? How important was that for your music career?
Man, it's very important. I mean, before we met Eazy E, we ran into a lot of dudes who said they was gonna do this and do that. Everybody gonna run into that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna get right to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you're gonna run into some obstacles, but you just gotta recognize when you running with the right one, man. And Eazy was definitely the right one. The late great, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely the right one. So like, and he understood the whole vision. He understood the vision from the jump. Like, didn't ask no questions. The only question he asked us after he heard his rap was, "Where y'all from?"
Crazy thing. I got a crazy story for Krayzie Bone. I first seen y'all live in concert about '94. I was a young kid. It was at the Highland Theater in Akron, Ohio. I mean, we love Bone so much. I think it was 3 of us. We put our money together to buy y'all first tape, and we dubbed the other tapes for each so we all could have one. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so y'all was really popping. Y'all was popping. Like when that style came out, people was like, "Oh man, this is the most craziest thing that they ever heard." But what I want to ask you is when did you feel like you was famous?
Man, it was it was when we had started doing like the when we started doing like the big shows and we would see the crowd reaction. Like, I mean, it was mainly like the females. It was crazy. It was just like it's like we would literally like get chased like the Jacksons or something like.
That's crazy.
Like it used to be crazy. Like the dudes was always cool. Like we never really needed security for like for dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like they was always cool with like the females. Just they was a bit aggressive.
So that's a telltale sign to the artist, right? When the women start chasing you, you know you made
it. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it was seeing the reaction from the fans. Like we would do shows and we saw people in the crowd crying, and like people would be passing out and stuff like that. We was like, yo, son, this is some next level shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like it was real.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Just coming from Cleveland to doing that. I mean, what artists that you were surprised that knew you? You know, you coming up, you popping, you doing this, but this like, man, damn, you know me? Like this crazy.
Bro, this is crazy because it's the artist. What's crazy is it's the artist that is the reason that I rap, and that's LL Cool J. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So it's like
that had to be crazy.
That had to be crazy.
Yeah,
LL Cool J saying he know you and your music and
right. So like and it's so crazy because the whole story is so crazy. So the time, if y'all saw the NWA movie, when Eazy E was in New York and he went to the club and he met Ice Cube inside the club. Yeah. Like we was with Eazy that night. That night was epic. You know what I'm saying? Like because when we got to the club, we got to the door, Heavy D was standing at the front door, like and he started a conversation with Eazy. They was just chopping it up, and Heavy D was like, yeah, I heard it, y'all. I heard y'all keep doing your thing. But then we went up inside the club. The club was the Tunnel in New York. And then like we walking through the crowd, and I felt somebody like tugging on my hood, and I turn around. It's a nigga LL Cool J over in the corner, like he had a white fur.
That is
he had a white fur coat with a white fur hat. And he was like, "Yo, I'm seeing what you're doing. Y'all boys big up." I was like, "Son," I was like, "Yo," LL just said
that had to be somewhat intimidating though, because you didn't meet LL Cool J out of form. He was in LL Cool J form, like you said. He had a fur on.
Yeah. He was in full LL mode, like no full LL mode, like. And I was tripping. I was like, "Yo, man!" And this was like when Eazy was alive, so we didn't like this was only our EP because Eazy passed away before our album came out. Yeah. So this was only off of like Thuggish Ruggish Bone and For the Love of Money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Eazy was with us, so it was crazy. That was very, very early on in the game. It was wild.
So a lot of people and fans know about the love that Eazy E had, you know, and the love y'all had. But like, can you explain a little bit how y'all relationship was?
Man, what's crazy is like we only got to kick it with Eazy E for like a year before he passed away.
Really?
Like it's crazy. Like we met him, we did all that, like did the whole EP, the Thuggish Ruggish Bone, did those videos and everything within a year's time. Of us rapping on the phone to him, going back to Cleveland to meet him bringing us back out to LA, us going to the studio, putting these singles out, because like he put us in the studio immediately, and then like we just started going to work recording music, and he was like, we need to put this music out now. And so like we put the music out, and it was like, man, it was crazy.
If you think about it, it sounded like he almost knew like y'all was on a short time frame or something. You know, man, it's crazy that you say it like that, but it got me thinking, you know, a lot of people didn't know his health at the time, but
I mean, I just take it as Eazy was like, he was ready to get back on though, because at the time he was the underdog.
Okay.
And I think when he discovered us, he was like, okay, I'm back. Because he was gearing up. Like he was geared. That's the whole reason he went in, cleared house at Ruthless Records, fired Jerry Heller, and you know what I'm saying, got rid of everybody because he was getting ready to make a comeback. He was even in talks with Cube and them about like possibly like reuniting, because that's something
he was ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was something he really, really wanted to do, like was get back.
So can I ask you, how did his, not to dig too deep, but how did his death affect you guys as a group and you as an individual as well?
Man, it was crazy because it's like, you got to think for us, it's like, okay, we set out to get signed by Eazy E. Like, I mean, we literally told people when we left Cleveland, we want to get signed by Eazy E. Like, that's what we told people. We was like, and when we come back, we're going to come back with Eazy and a video crew. So